Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays. I'm your host, Martina Sellers, along with my co host, Dr. Story. How are you?
Martinez, it is wonderful to be with you this Wednesday.
Yes, yes. And guess what, Dr. Story? I hate to brag. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I want to party like it's my birthday. I am so excited to
Happy
do this.
birthday to ya.
Woo!
Happy
Yes.
birthday
Come
to
on.
ya. Happy birthday. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Thank you. Listen, I could not think of a better time to spend this Wellness Wednesday with
Yeah.
on my birthday than with you. And I so appreciate you, Dr. Story. I do. And you are looking fabulous tonight, baby, in your winter
Honey,
and fall red.
listen, I needed to be lied to today, so thank you for it, sugar.
Kate,
I'm telling
I
you,
can't.
I feel like I feel like I've been rode hard and put up with.
Listen, it is so
She
good to
tired. She
see
tired.
you. I
Same
understand.
here.
I understand. Listen, we pressing our way. We pressing our way. I am so glad. And
Yes.
let's can we both get a shout out to Mother Verdi, who was on us saying, "Listen, y'all need to do this."
Yes.
And we are back. We are back.
Yes.
So, Mother, we
Yes.
appreciate you. We do. Much love.
Yes. Much love, Mother Verde.
Yes, yes, she's amazing. And can for those who are
Yes.
listening, can you tell them how old Mother Verde is?
She is 95 years old. She
I
doesn't
love it.
miss she doesn't miss anything that Marty does online. She is if she can get online and if she can keep up
That's
with the
right.
shows, all of us ought to be able to do. She's incredible, but she loves the work that you do about
Wow,
wellness, and
wow.
even at the
Yes,
stage that she's in. She's learning so
exactly.
much, but she also is such an inspiration because
Yes,
she keeps going on. She keeps absorbing new information on how to be well and how to be
yes,
psychologically and emotionally well, and you're doing
yes.
that, Marty, and keep on doing it, honey. You're having an impact across the generations. It's not just the
Amen.
young, but it's even
That's
the
right.
mature. You're doing the thing. Yeah.
We are doing it, and it's so important that we don't leave out that generation because we all
Yes.
need to be well. And I love Mother Verde because she reminds me of that no matter at what stage or age you are in life, we
Mhm.
all need to focus on our wellness. So again, thank you, Mother Verde.
Absolutely.
This is for you. We dedicate this show to you
Yes.
and every person who is in their latter years of life that are just
Yes.
still doing it and doing it well. Yes. So
Yes.
today's focus is this. We want to give them some tips for overthinking. Now, Dr. Story, I don't know if you're like me. I can allow my mind to drive me crazy, and that hamster on that wheel in my brain can sometimes run itself ragged. And I feel sorry for that poor little hamster because it's worse than the energizer bunner. It just keeps going and going. It'll burn out one wheel and start running on a new wheel.
You're not the only one, but one of the
Right.
things I found out is, Marty, like you call this thinking, thinking and
Yes.
overthinking. It
Yes.
is that tape that you can't slow down, and it
That
doesn't
part.
seem to always have a stop button. Have you
Right.
ever laid down to rest, Marty, and
Mm-hmm.
your mind just kept
Keeps
going?
going.
It was still absorbed by that thought
Yes.
that you had,
Yes.
and sometimes that overthinking, Marty, can't it lead to anxiety and depression?
Oh my goodness, it definitely can because and then or when you finally lay yourself down, you don't get good rest and then you find yourself just waking up and I believe that that's when that insomnia kicks in because your mind
Yes.
just will not shut off. And I'm going to say this too, the studies show that you really should at least 30, preferably 60 minutes before you go to bed. Not look at television, not look at your cell phone,
Yes.
not look at social media, so that you begin to wind your brain down. And that also helps stops a lot of that anxiety, that sleep deprivation that we often suffer with, because our minds are racing. And that blue light
Yes.
from the screens also keeps us from not getting good, adequate rest as well. And so all of those things play a key factor. I like my room dark. I like my room cold.
Yes.
I like all those things.
Yes.
And I put in some lavender oils and some things to help.
Yes.
We have to prepare our minds to
Yes.
slow down,
Yes.
prepare our
Yes.
minds
Yes.
to get ready for bed.
Yes.
And if
Yes.
not, we do that
Yes.
stinking thinking and be on that rat race of our mind too often, and not get the adequate rest and need that we need in order to have a successful day or life.
You're talking good. And I think also some of the things that contribute to the
Yes.
overthinking is also our overactivity throughout the day. Maybe we're not even
Yes.
stopping during the day to take a breath, to take a break.
Yes.
And I believe that sometimes contributes as well
Oh,
to
a
this
lot.
overthinking thing,
Yes.
Marty. I really do. And even
Yes.
what others think about us
No, that's
can
a whole nother
contribute to
wellness
us.
show. Not
Yes,
allowing other
yes,
people's priorities and all that to overwhelm us, and
yes,
not allowing
yes,
what their opinions about us. Their opinions are just that, your opinion. We all got opinions,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
some valid, most not.
That
And we
part.
cannot and we can't allow that to continue to keep us on this rat race and in this overthinking mode. So, Dr. Story, I want us to share 3 tips. I think there's just 3 simple tips. And I'm going to start it off with
Yes,
one of the major tips that we can do to stop overthinking is get out and exercise. And I'm not, it doesn't have to be straight, it can be a walk. A lot of times it's changing our environment, getting some fresh
yes,
air in us, allowing
yes,
nature to do that. Can I say it this way? Allowing the great, wonderful works of God and allowing our
yes,
eyes to start seeing the works of God and get
yes,
out there in nature, exercise, getting the blood
yes,
flowing, all that, breathe some
yes,
good air, and that
yes.
can make all the world of a difference in stopping the stinking thinking and also overcoming overthinking.
I love that. I love moving our bodies.
Yes. Yes.
We begin to focus.
Hmm.
That overthinking can occur when we're stagnant, when we're
Yes.
stopped. But when we
Yes.
have to tell our bodies to move, when we get to
Yes.
see the beauty of nature and breathe
Yes.
in the air that our lungs
Yes.
need,
Oxygen.
so for us absolutely to be healthy, I think it helps us to reprioritize
Most
even
definitely.
those thoughts that are going through our minds. That exercise,
Hmm.
that X is
Right.
always a sign of getting rid of, and so that exercise is getting rid of maybe the pressure we're dealing with, the
Yes.
thoughts that are on our mind. It's
Yes.
getting
Talk
rid
to us. Talk
of
to us.
the
Yes.
shame, or it's getting rid of some of the
Ooh, that's
pressure
good.
points of the
Yes.
day. And so maybe in our motion, we are eliminating
Come
some of the
on.
things that are unhealthy for us. What do you think about that?
I love it because when you were saying that, you said the X helps us to eliminate things. And when you're exercising, you can't have a bunch of clothes on you, a bunch of things. You can't have the backpack.
Mm-mm.
You can't have
Mhm.
all this heavy coat and all this other. You have to
Yes,
eliminate things that will give you the most optimal movement in order to exercise
yes,
properly. You never see someone who is exercising bogged down with a bunch of stuff. They have to like you said,
Hmm.
eliminate things so that they can have the best movement in life. And so we have to eliminate things
Yes.
when we exercise. It allows us to eliminate all those things that's been weighing. See, Dr. Shore, you started this. You
Yes.
started this. Listen, this is
No,
just a short
that was
show.
you. That's you. That's you. I
We
love
got to
that
move to
though. I
point number
love that.
two. We got to, yes,
We're
that's
excellent.
so good. Yes, yes. So not only do we need to exercise to eliminate things, but we need to
Yes.
also vocalize. We need to find a
Love it.
trusted person, someone else that we can
Hmm.
vocalize to. And not that we want them to respond to it, because Dr. Story, you know, I've called you and you have been my saving grace in so many things. Like, Dr. Story, I'm not
Same here.
feeling this. Yeah. And because of that, you have helped me look at things from a different perspective because why? I vocalized it and you were like, okay, Marty, I hear you, but have you considered
Hmm.
this? Or Marty, I hear you, but are you ready for the repercussion that might come as a result of that? So in our vocalization, it helps us come to a better realization of the situation. Come on.
Okay. 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 With your Asian. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I love it. But I also believe in vocalizing.
Uh-huh.
It may not even just be to someone else. Sometimes we've got to tell ourselves the truth, Marty, that I'm hurting.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
disappointed. I'm
Yes.
discouraged. We got to
Yes.
express those feelings, and sometimes they got to come out of our mouths.
I
Even though
love
we
it.
may not be talking to someone, there are times where it's got to come out of us. I remember
Yes.
when I was in debate. And while we were debating, we wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have audiences always. Our teacher
Mm.
would tell us to write out our debate, but then we needed to practice
Yes.
all of what we were about to say alone. We had to
Yes.
vocalize it so that we would be able to memorize it so that we
Yes.
could be able to do what we needed to do within our
Yes.
debate. And pulling from that experience, there was
Uh-huh.
something about me hearing my own voice. And Marty,
Yes.
I want you to speak on that with wellness. When we hear
Yes.
our own voices in this clamor of so many other voices, how does that strengthen us or help us?
Oh, I love it because you're talking about, and I'm going to say it this way: with the Bible says, "Speak those things that aren't as they are." And not only do you have to say,
Yes,
"I am enough," and you have to also say, "I see myself in enough. I see enough
yes,
around me." And not only do I see enough
yes.
around me, I see enough around me that I'm able to give enough as well. Come on, that moves us in the plateau.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't you play with
Yes,
me
sir. That's
tonight,
good
because
stuff. No, no, you ready
the
for birthday
the
boy?
vocalization of that. Listen, I feel it.
Yes,
It's my birthday. I'm feeling it. Yes,
yes,
because we cannot just say I am enough, but we
yes,
have to say I see enough in me and around me as well,
yes,
because now we're
yes,
living it.
yes,
But then not only do am I enough and I see enough, and enough comes to me, I'm also able to give enough
yes,
as well. See that changes your perspective of how you not only think and what you think about yourself, but how you also
yes,
believe and live out. That's why I say you got to speak up, speak out, and live. You got to speak
and
up for yourself, speak out for others, so
yes,
that you can live the life that you want to live. Oh, see, you
yes.
talking good,
That's
Doctor
good.
Story.
That's good. That's no, that's you. That's you. That's amazing. That's amazing. And it does
Yes.
change our perspective. It
Yeah.
changes what we even expect out of life.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So we
Yes.
talked about exercising. We talked
Yes.
about vocalization, but I think the last one
Yes.
is probably the most imperative part of that, and that's
Yes.
having an
Yes.
attitude of gratitude. So having
Yes.
gratitude. Dr. Story, speak to us
Yes.
about why having a grateful heart, a grateful mindset, a grateful spirit, a grateful tongue, what that does to someone.
I believe one of the rich things that comes out of gratitude is it
Mhm.
changes our attitude. I
Yes.
believe that with everything, that it is such it's so hard to say I
Yes.
appreciate this. It is so hard to say I'm grateful. It's so hard, and to have a negative outlook all at the same time. But then it's
Yes.
also something spiritual
Hmm.
about it. You'll hear people that'll say, that when the praises go up, blessings
Uh-huh. Come
come
down.
down.
Uh-huh.
They say that God inhabits the very
Uh-huh.
praises or the
Uh-huh.
adoration or
Yes.
appreciation of
Yes.
His
The
people.
gratitude.
There
Yes.
is. The gratitude of his
Hmm.
people. There is something that evokes his presence, but it
Hmm.
also ignites his power in our lives to
Yes.
potentially change what we see in our lives.
Come
One
on,
of the
talk
things,
to
though,
us.
Marty, that I found out is that as we're overthinking and as we're dealing with
Yes.
some things, the things that have us so negative and overthinking are so temporary, and they're
Yes. And
taking
and
up
I'll
so much space in our lives.
Yes, yes. I sent out a email out to the staff this week, and I told them, said, we have to stop making mountains out of molehills and get things in the proper
Yes,
perspective. Gratitude puts things back in the
yes,
proper perspective for
yes.
us. Because when I
Hmm.
look at where I'm at compared to and this week, and as where people go back, we're looking at the bombing in Israel, we're looking at
Yes,
Ukraine, we're looking at all these
yes,
other things. I'm looking at these
yes,
children coming across the borders and all that. When I
yes.
look at those things, it makes me put things in perspective and say, I am
Hmm.
grateful for what I
Yes,
have.
yes,
I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm grateful for
yes,
the thousands that I have.
yes, yes,
I may not have
yes,
100% health, but I'm grateful for the 95% health that
yes,
I have. All of
yes,
those things that we
yes,
do, and it puts in proper
yes,
perspective, so it stops the overthinking, helps to calm it down,
yes,
because now we have
yes.
proper perspective in how we live,
Absolutely. I
think, and
love that.
act.
Yes, I
Dr.
love it.
Story,
I
this has
love it.
been good. This coming back on
Yes,
Wellness Wednesdays, and how to
yes,
three simple tips for overcoming overthinking. And we said
yes.
exercise,
Hmm.
vocalize, and gratitude.
And
Yes, so we
gratitude.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Dr. Story, what's a closing remark you would like to give to our listeners and our followers today?
One of the things I would say is that we can overcome
Yes,
overthinking through these
yes,
three tips.
yes,
That there is something else that can occupy our time.
yes,
There's something else that deserves that time, and it's
yes.
living, just as you said.
Oh,
And so live, my
live.
brother, live, my sister, live.
I
Yes,
love it. I love it. Well, again, we want to thank you for joining us on this Wellness Wednesday. We're going to be back in 2 weeks, but if you really enjoyed this, we want you to subscribe, to like, and to share this with 10 people that you know could really benefit from this. We have to not take this and keep it to ourselves, but we need to share
yes,
this and share the love. So again, we don't want you to continue to secretly suffer in the shadow of shame in this journey called life. But we want you to speak up, speak out, and live. But more importantly, we want you to enjoy your life. We'll see you next time.
yes.
God bless.